What's going on, everybody? It's Matt10. I'm going to show you this video of some gameplay using Isureaper31's game plan adjustments. Basically what Reaper, my good friend Reaper, I can call him that, what he's determined here is a set of advanced instructions and some of the other values, such as my 5-second fix, to take part in helping the gameplay overall in PES 20. Now, you guys know, in general, I'm not a big fan of this game. I've had my rants in my previous video. But as I tried what Reaper suggested, it did show a lot of promise. It definitely has the focus of players being more engaged and not instantly sprinting back and forth. There is a little bit of that. I think that's just going to be within PES's new DNA, I guess. Except for counterattack football at all times. But as it is, and as you can see in the gameplay here, it's not terrible, honestly. It's not bad. It's playable. There's going to be moments in which you'll see me kind of just slow down the play to kind of regroup and just kind of restructure everything, because if you let it go too crazy, it will go crazy. The computer will just go back and forth and trying to counter you the entire time. Now, granted, yes, it's tactics. I get it. It can always be tactics. Ironically, this is nothing but tactics that is creating this kind of gameplay. But at the same time, you know, there has always been that point in PES in which you just have to kind of slow down and regroup, and the computer will try to mimic that as well, or try their best. So, but you can see with the gameplay here, a little bit tighter lines using that 5-second fix. So basically, where you change players' positioning on the field manually in the game plan, and just compress it a lot more, right? And by default, it's too spread out, and so you do that. And then the next thing is some advanced instructions that you'll change. And I'm not going to go into those specifically because I don't want to take away the emphasis and the thought process behind them that Reaper determined. You know, that's not my place. I want you guys, if you can, click on this link here, or go in the description, click on the link, and go to Reaper's channel and check out his most recent video about this topic, and watch it thoroughly, because it does explain everything of why he made the decisions that he did and tested them the way he did, and kind of understand that there's a lot more layers to this. And it's definitely something that I think you can't just, you know, slot it all in without understanding why certain things are the way they are, certain values are changed to the way they are. You have to experience it and you have to try it out. So while this gameplay may look good and you want to just figure it out, go ahead and just open another tab, or, you know, in another window, and check out this video, and then come back and watch some more awesome gameplay and listen to me rant. But either way, I'm kidding, but Reaper is a good friend of mine, and to me, he's got probably the most realistic Master League on YouTube, and I mean that. And if you guys know this channel, you know I don't say that very often, in that sense that somebody is using something more realistic than me, right? Because I'm all about realism in gameplay, and realism in modes and whatnot, career modes, Master League, etc. But Reaper definitely, with his Master League, has taken it to another level. The guy has a made-up spreadsheet that serves as like a Monopoly board, uses a dice roll system, and it helps him determine what outside influences can happen, like certain scenarios that are outside of his control. He's basically just, whatever he rolls, that's it. That's the scenario he's given, and he can't get away from it. So like if he has, you know, if he has a bad roll and now he has to let go of a player that he wants to develop because another big club wants him or something like that, he has to make that decision. Like, it's yes, you absolutely have to. So like there's certain elements that things that are the kind of intangibles that you don't usually see as features in Master Leagues. And Reaper creates those different events and scenarios through a really intuitive way. And he does that in his Master League that's been going on, and I think he's in this Serie B, and is on the PC, of course, so using mods, and then using this recent change with the game plan adjustments. And so I think that's something really brilliant. Really jealous of it in a sense, more so jealous that he can like PES 20 the way he does right now and not like FIFA. But at the same time, I get it. We definitely have are the games we like. Reaper is a big time FIFA guy in the past, but then it got too frustrating, and I completely get that. It's still frustrating. Most of these games, if you really think about it, are kind of frustrating. We got PES, we've got FIFA, we got Madden. They are just frustrating games in general. And you'll hear me rant once in a while. I think I rant more about PES than anything. And people would think like maybe I'm more of a FIFA guy. And to be honest, maybe I am more of a FIFA guy at this moment. And I think that's totally fine to be a FIFA guy right now. Things with sliders are really good right now. Pair that up with Chuni's amazing graphics mod. Pitches are absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm completely engrossed in my career mode with Crawley Town right now. Does that leave room for maybe a Master League with these settings? Perhaps. I mean, you look at this gameplay. That's really like the first real chance right there that the computer had. And that says a lot, because this game is built to be very linear and very, almost like tennis. You can go from left to right. Pretty straightforward. It's easy to complete multiple passes at a time as the user and as the computer. But there are little things that this adjustment to the game plan has done. It's kept players completely focused on getting to the ball. And I think that's something that needs to be celebrated, because in PES 2020 by default, and especially Data Pack 5, goodness gracious, it has completely confused players on the field. And this adjustment that Reaper has found has been brilliant. And this is a great chance. Look at that effort. And if it can play like this, and I can have games like this play out, I think I could get used to this. I think I could get used to the way that's playing. But there's just some things, and this is kind of going in more of a rant, so hopefully you've been watching Reaper's video versus this one. But I'll say that for me, PES 20 in general feels hollow still. It doesn't feel like there's any personality to it. There feels like, passes are very easy to complete, like I said, and then that gets monotonous, and then there's kind of this sense of like you think they're just maybe thinking too much, or they're not thinking at all, and you just never know. But honestly, if you look at this video and see what Reaper's done, the way I see the players react to the ball and look and aren't preset to go to their positions automatically, it actually looks really good, I'll say. It looks like they're engaged, and they're gradually, believe it or not, looking like there's a sense of transition. And see the center midfielder there, or the defensive midfielder there, just checking to the ball, staying deep, checking to the ball. You see a nice little pass to the outlet here. I'm out of position, but I've got decent cover, and here I'm super canceling, trying to cut this off, and I did a great job there. But you can see they're still engaged. They're not backing off. Not even backing off, because PES doesn't, they don't run backwards in PES. But they're not sprinting and turning their backs and running away. And so I'm forced to make other decisions here. As you can see, I've had to try to send a long ball over the top, and then it didn't work out. And what I like as well is you got some possession. You got some mix of passing. This isn't using a long ball team. You've heard me rant about long ball tactics. It's always going to be a long ball. That's true, but with what Reaper's found, one of the instructions that he managed was where it's not just going to be a long ball straight to the attacker. It's going to be a switch of play as well. So switching the flanks as well, which is really intriguing. And I've seen that in motion, and it's unpredictable. And anything that you can make unpredictable in PES is a very positive thing. Now here's kind of a counter, but look at this. We've got enough players. We're all engaged. Now they're forced to play it back. Here, okay, token pest back heel, but still quite good movement. Yes, multiple completions. Again, he's offsides here though. And you can just see there's like an ebb and flow now all of a sudden. And where did this come from? Well, it came from Reaper's changes. And I really hope you guys check it out and try it. And then subscribe to his channel. I want everybody to subscribe to Reaper's channel because you're going to be in tune for the most realistic Master League on YouTube. I kid you not. And you'll enjoy it because it is dynamic and it is using the most realistic elements in the game, and it celebrates PES. And those of you who like PES and maybe think PES 2020, you probably, got the short end of the stick this year and it didn't pan out the way we thought it would. Well, this is actually looking decent. I'm genuinely trying to convince myself of starting a Master League with these settings as I'm commentating over this. So who knows? Maybe something will change. What I do know though is the game looks much better. The players are more engaged. There's something more fundamental versus just tactical dominance. And there's a sense of resistance. Granted, in PES 20, the resistance doesn't start till, basically the defensive third. It's very easy to get in the defensive third, but no worries. We'll work on that. But in the meantime, guys, I want you to make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. Definitely go and check out Isureaper31's video that he has posted. He also has a most recent Master League that's posted as well. So definitely check it out. Start from the beginning. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. I'll have more content out here in the next coming days. Thanks for watching. As always, take care and stay tuned.